look around until I found someone who laughs like you.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today is going to be a makeup tutorial about this halo eye moment that I have going on over here. If you want to figure out how I do it, just keep watching. I mentioned later in the video, but I will not be showing how I do my face makeup, eyebrows, all that, just because for time's sake, it is in my first video. So if you're wondering how I do that, just go ahead and check out that first video. Today we are going to be using the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is such a beautiful, wonderful palette. And we also are going to be dipping into a couple shades from the Modern Renaissance palette as well. I love this so much. The Soft Glam was definitely my favorite one. I have not tried the Norvina one, so if any of you guys have tried it, please comment down below and tell me if it's really good. I see like a lot of pictures. I've swatched it before at Ulta, but I want it so bad. It looks so nice. But yeah, so those are two palettes we're going to be using today. Even though I won't be showing how I do my face makeup, everything else will be linked down below as to what products I'm using. So yeah, just keep watching and then we will continue on with this video. Okay, so normally, obviously, I like to start off with like having my whole face done. While I was experimenting with this a little bit, I was experiencing a little bit more fallout than I wanted. So we're gonna start on the eyes first, which is totally like backwards for me, but it's good. I just didn't want to risk getting any eyeshadow all over the face, and especially with Venetian red, it's a very, very pretty deep red, and when it was coming down, it was just getting all over my face, and I definitely did not want that to get into my foundation. I'm gonna prime my eyes really quick. I said it in my first makeup video, but what I use is the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm in the shade Fair Neutral, and I just put that over my lids, use a little beauty sponge to buff it out, and then also what I like to do to make sure that everything's set and down. Some people just go straight ahead in with the eyeshadows, which is perfectly fine, but my eyes crease a lot. What I do is I just take a little eyeshadow brush, dip it into some translucent setting powder, and then put it down on my eyes. So I'm gonna do that really quick. If you're still kind of new, one way that you can tell to see if your eyes are set enough, I always like to go overboard because I don't want there to be any creasing, but you can always just kind of feel, and if you feel like that powdery kind of smoothness on your skin, that means your face is set down pretty well. But if it still feels kind of a little sticky or tacky, you could probably go ahead and put a little bit more. Like I said, I like to use a lot because I don't want my eyes to crease at all. That's like my #1 problem that I have. Okay, so eyes are primed, ready to go. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on over to the shadow. Close my translucent powder before I spill it all over the place. So first color that we're going to be starting off with is from the Soft Glam palette. It is the shade Dusty Rose shade right here. It's really pretty. It's like a soft, it looks kind of purple like when you're looking at it, but it's like a really soft pink. I'm going to be cheating today a little bit and just using some tape to put it right here on my eyes, so it gives it that nice like solid like clean line that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some tape on my eye and probably stab myself in the eye while doing it. Okay, so that's where I want that to be right now. I was being really OCD with it, and I was just trying to make sure it was in the right place, just because I wanted that line to come out really nice and clean and in the right spot. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and start with the shadows. And like I said, we're starting off with that Dusty Rose shade from the Soft Glam palette. And I'm just taking this on a Sephora brush number 38, the Pro Featherweight Crease. Alright, so we're just taking that right above the crease. It's a very soft, subtle, like very light pink. My eyes are watering, so the tape is starting to peel, which is great. We're going to be going into the Venetian red, and what I was doing before when I was testing this out, I wanted the outer corner and the inner corner to kind of have a slight red hint to it, but mostly like a dark, deep brown to it. I'm just gonna be taking Venetian red on another Sephora brush, the number 15. It's a Pro Small Shadow brush. Go ahead and put this on the outer corner first. Went ahead and got some new tape because that other one was just falling and I was not about it. Alright, and then for Halo Eye, we're also putting it on the inner corner as well. Okay, so now that the outer corner and the inner corner, wow, that was an accent coming out. But those are darkened up. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Venetian red and very lightly fill in the rest of my lid. Now I'm gonna go back in with the brush number 38 with the Dusty Rose shade and just blend out this top part over here just so it's not so harsh. Alright, so next what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take that same Pro Small Shadow brush and going in with Cypress Umber. So I'm just going to go ahead and dip into that really quick and put that on top of the Venetian red just so I can start darkening up the corners and giving it that like nice brown reddish hint. Ooh, that's so pretty. I love that. These colors go really well together. Yes, they do. And as you can see, I'm kind of also using the brush to start shaping how I want the overall eye look to come out. Kind of almost like a cat eye. Okay, so this is where we're at so far. It looks crazy, I know, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it up in a minute. Okay, so next we're going to be going in again with the Tarte Shape Tape and, ooh, dropping everything. Okay, I'm using a Sephora brush, the Pro Shader. It's number 18. It's this small little brush. I mentioned this before in my first video, but I like to use it a lot for cut creases, halo eyes, all of that type of stuff. It's really good. It's really precise. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of concealer, dip this into that. I also mentioned this in my first video as well, but you want to make sure like the top part of the brush is nicely coated as well, because you will use that to help out the precision part of your lines when it comes to cutting these out. So we're just going to go ahead in with that really quick. Then instead of using a translucent powder to set that down, I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the shimmer part, the rose pink shade from the Soft Glam palette. And I normally like to use my finger when applying these types of shadows. However, I have nails, so it's kind of hard. So what I have been doing recently, and it works really super well, is I have two Pro Small Shadow brushes. I take one and I just spray a little bit of setting spray in it, dip into the metallic-y shimmer shade, and then pat it down. And because you're using the setting spray, it picks up a lot and it lays it down so nicely. And this is the rose pink shade. Let me show you it really quick. It is this one right here. Yeah, see how much that picks up? It's nice. It's a lot. I'm just gonna go ahead and place that down where I put the concealer. Right, so there is that rose pink. It's a really pretty like rose gold shimmer shade. I love it a lot. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is blend out these lines right over here just so it's not so harsh. That's looking nice. So then I'm gonna take a little bit of the Dusty Rose in with the Pro Featherweight Crease Sephora brush, run it along the top part just to blend everything out. Like I said, we don't want any harsh lines, and I'm barely tapping this onto my lid. Try not to pick up any of the colors on the bottom and run that on the top, because that is the last thing we want to do. Liking how that came out. Let's move this tape so it doesn't look so crazy anymore. Okay, it's really hard to take this stuff off with nails. And I'm gonna clean up this really quick because I look a hot mess right now. Alright, so this is the completed eye look. It's really pretty. So like I said, that tape really helps with making this line nice and clean. I might fix it up a little bit just over in here, but I'm really happy with how this came out. It's really nice. Like I said earlier, I don't think I'm going to be adding any liner today, just because I don't want to take away from the eyeshadow itself. However, I will be adding false lashes just to make everything look nice and full. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera really quick. Okay guys, so I just did the other eye and the rest of my face off camera, but yeah, this is the completed look. And I just popped on some lashes really quick, but I wanted to show you how I'm gonna do the bottom lash line. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Venetian Red from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm gonna run that along the bottom lash line and then in the corners, just to make everything all connected and looks like it flows evenly. I'm going to be taking Cypress Umber. Again, that's in both the palettes, the Soft Glam and the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm gonna put that in the corners just to make it a little bit darker, to smoke it out a little bit. I'm gonna be taking that on the Sephora Pro Small Shadow Brush. This is brush number 15. That's what the Venetian Red looks like, and then again just taking a little bit of the Cypress Umber and putting that in the corner. Just gonna take some mascara and put it on the bottom. Again, I like to use the Smashbox Full Exposure on the bottom lash line, and then we'll go ahead and move on to lips. And also what I did is in the inner corners, I took a little bit of the Kat Von D Trooper Tattoo Liner in this inner corner over here and right over here, just to make it look like those lashes are connected and it's full there. So for lips today, we are going to be using the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Lolita. Alright, so lips are done. Yeah, so this is pretty much the completed look. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I'm so thankful for you guys watching it. If you have any suggestions about different eye looks to do or different video suggestions, as you know, this is not just a makeup channel, please let me know. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my BFF, the one and only Janae, for helping me pick the colors for this video today. Thank you so much for helping me pick out those colors, Janae. Really appreciate it. Love you so much. If you like what you saw today and if you want to see some more, just make sure to 1, hit the like button, 2, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the little notifications bell. It's right next to the subscribe button so that you never miss one of my video posts. I post every Tuesday. All of my other social medias will be linked down below as well, and other groups that I participate in as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and yeah, just keep on the lookout for more videos. Bye!